Всем здрасте. О, сегодня, короче, смотрим. Ну, сами выбрали, поэтому смотрим GreedFall. Вроде по отзывам неплохая РПГшка. Прям очень даже. Хотя есть там проблемы некоторые. Но у этой студии, как там, Spiders, по-моему, студия называется. В общем, есть у них всегда проблемы с играми. Это в том же... Ой, какая игра была? Господи, ну, этот... Техномансер, вот. Техномансер был, ну, такая. Кривоватенькая. Еще не делали Bound by Flame, но я в нее не играл, не помню. Ничего не могу сказать. Но, судя по, ну, как бы, по рецензиям, у них все игры были такие, ну, среднячковые, скажем так. Вот, это, в принципе, тоже среднячковое, но с задатками, скажем так, на хорошую игру. Поэтому сейчас будем, собственно, смотреть. Так. Что я хотел... А, да, точно. Сейчас, как обычно, вот это вот. Сегодня там или не сегодня, не помню, в Радуге новый сезон начинается, новые оперативнички. Но это мы потом. Так вот сделаем. Так, да, пока. Завали. Иди себе, если что. Так. Описание добавлено. Все хорошо. Так, ну и, собственно, что, давайте начинать, что ли? Игру еще не запускал, поэтому посмотрим сразу, как оно. Фокус презент. Так, фокус, подожди. Я тебя хоть захвачу. Где? Вот. Захватилось сразу нормально. Стопе. Звук сразу. Давай на 35, наверное, да? Так, едва различимое. Давай, наверное, чуть поярче сделаем. Вот так вот, чтобы вообще ни хера не видно. Вот так сделаем, типа, чтобы... Да. Сразу в настройки что тут вообще есть. Так, видео. Окно без рамки. Слушай, игра в окне без рамки сразу запускается. Это вообще прям наивысшая, это частицы громко. Ну, ладно. Типа, как бы... Ну, громко так громко, хорошо. Типа, все, поле зрения, динамическое разрешение. Все на максимум, короче. Я не знаю, у меня ее сейчас, походу, умрет компьютер просто. Так, а звук что там? Субтитры, короче, типа есть? Субтитры, да. Все, да, вертикальный. Ни хера не понял, но очень интересно. Хорошо. Не, ну пока так прикольненько вроде все даже. Так, общие настройки. Чувствительность камеры пока не будем трогать. Так, ну типа сохранить, выйти. Ну раз уж все на высоком. Чему нет-то? Да, музыка какая-то... Не пойму, она громко. А почему у меня... Блин, здесь игра не слишком громкая будет. То убавлять придется, капец. Так. О, Майкл, здорово. Так, новая игра, погнали, короче. Так, сложность. Ну, сука. Врагов больше, то есть агрессивность, больше урона. Ой, давай на обычном, как перед кем-то выпендриваться. А что такое? Это РПГшка вышла новая сегодня. Называется GreedFall. Вот посмотрим, хорошая она или нет. Говорит, что хорошая. Ну а там сюжет пошел. По звуку нормально?
the chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There. Now, hold the pose.
Понял. И, блядь, у меня, конечно, знатно. А что это за такое? Звук норм. Если хорошо дается, ну, как бы сейчас узнаем. Это по рецензиям, как, ну, кто как пишет. Кто пишет, типа, не очень, кто пишет нормально, типа, ну, короче, как обычно. Так, женщина. Ну, я даже не знаю. О, боже мой. Даже клэш. Боже, это женщина? Ладно. Я не знаю, это женщина или за мужчину будем говорить, как бы. Грустная какая-то. Будем мужиком будем. Потому что народ заж... А, ну это да. Типа вон в 90-х в Дэнди играли, и ничего, как бы нормально было. Да и вообще, в принципе, во все, что выходило. Раньше еще нормально не было, как-то играли. Во-во-во-во, да. Не, нормальное было, но как бы... Вообще игр, в принципе, меньше было гораздо. А нормальных из них еще меньше было. Ладно, что, может по дефолту оставить? Или за женщину поиграем? Ну, типа... Я даже не знаю, что-то. Или мужик. Почему это? А, усы борода. О, Кирюха, здорово. А, понял. Что ты запятнул тут? Это та самая болезнь, про которую... Да, FPS, не верните. Ой, так. Я не знаю, как за мужика или за женщину. Давайте, короче, решайте, я не знаю. Я бы за женщину поиграл, не знаю почему. Если НТ, настройки ПС за минут 40. Поехали. А, Мантура чесал, да? Блин, Манту, Т буква, Т. Внимательно. А, давай за женщину поиграем, чисто по приколу. Так, перейти к другому этапу. А, ну давай. Так, воин. Специалист по ближнему бою. Начальный, так, тяжелое одноручное оружие, огнестрельное оружие. Так, рекомендованные характеристики: сила, выносливость, рекомендованные таланты, ремесло, энергичность. Понял. Хотел бы тонко, по охеренно тонкому льду, я бы даже сказал. Так, специалист по изменению условий на поле боя. Так, стихийная ловушка, огнестрельное оружие, одноручное оружие. Так, метка, кажется, типа рога. Меткость, ловкость, наука, взлом. Так, и маг. Я вижу магов. Кольцо божественной магии. Ладно, я промолчу. Паралич. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Так, духовная сила. Нет. Ремесло, энергичность. Может, инженером. Ох уж эти буквы. Да. Да. Давай инженер. Давай тоже склоняюсь ближе. Ну, либо воин, либо инженер. Ну ладно, давай инженером типа будем. Ёпушки. Так, это что? Ага, у нас выносливость, я понял. Оставшиеся очки 1. Так, увеличить урон, наносимый холодным оружием. О, блин. Если мы ускорить выработку ярости. Наносимый заклинаниями. Чтобы тяжелую броню таскать. Давай, наверное, ближний бой, типа, как бы, ну, как бы, думаю, это первое будет. Что нам необходимо, чтобы раздавать люляторов. Ну да, то придется. Не, это если про Чечню, да, там извиняться придется. Хотя, ну да, в общем. Так. Харизма уровень позволяет немного дешевле покупать товар торговца, улучшает боевые навыки спутников. Позволяет с большей вероятностью достигать успеха в некоторых вариантах диалога. Это прикольная тема, кстати, это я всегда обычно беру в РПГшках. Так, позволяет преодолевать некоторые препятствия, где требуется удерживать равновесие. Увеличит максимальное количество боеприпасов, позволяет медленно восстанавливать здоровье и магическую энергию вне боя. Подожди, а мне что сказали надо? Меткость и ловкость, понял. Подожди, меткость, ловкость это... Погоди. Как типа сказали, меткость и ловкость типа рекомендуется. Лучшим одноручным и двуручным оружием. А вот это возьмем. Так, а здесь взлом либо наука, короче, сказали брать. Ну, рекомендуется. Типа наука. Так, позволяет делать простые зелья. Позволяет разрушать хрупкие стены с помощью взрывчатки. Неплохо. Взломать простые замки, облегчает обнаружение вражеских ловушек. Вот это, наверное, полезнее будет взлом. Так, давай взлом возьмем, короче. Погнали. Создать Д. Сюжет пошел.
That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you.
Пошел нахер.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Ясно. О, снеса типа. Ладно, нормально вроде. О, тихо, тихо. Типа как... все сама убираешь, ладно. Так, что там с изображением? Нормально, все хорошо. У меня вот в ОБС изображение дергается, мне прям это... Я думаю, оно на стриме также дергается или нет? Так, куда мне идти? Туда куда-то. Да, я...
Green blood.
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Я не помню, сейчас бить будет. Нормально все? Хорошо. Короче, что по сюжету, типа, вот в нашей стране... Кстати, вот так надо сделать. В общем, какая-то болезнь появилась, которая не лечится. Не знаю, там амурного, не амурного свойства. Но, в общем, не лечится болезнь. И, короче, узнали, что на одном острове, типа, по-моему, то ли растение, то ли, короче, есть лекарство. Может, то ли растение какое-то растет, типа, которое... Тихо, тихо. Нихера ты атакуешь. На геймпаде... Хер его знает, на геймпаде не позволит. На геймпад подключить. Хер будет он позволять. Тихо. Позволяет, кстати. Че, думаешь, на геймпаде попробовать? Так. Ага. Ага. Как защищаться? Как... Ты что, бухаешь? Опа. Да, что могу? Опа. Ну ты курс умеешь драть. Я умею драть, слышь, пес. На. Еб... Так. Чтобы повесить нужное зелье чека быстрого доступа, нажмите LB, откройте меню тактической паузы. Тактическая пауза позволяет остановить игру, не спеша выбрать следующее действие. Можно применять заклинания, навыки, зелья из появившегося меню, а также помещать их в ячейки быстрого доступа. В бою пауза позволяет получить больше информации о врагах. Ой, типа... Пей. Да ёбаный по голове. Удобнее, ну типа да. Только мне пиздов дают. Пей. Да ты как ты меня ударил-то, алло? Ясно. Короче, походу, я не выжил в этом мире.
We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that
Может,
case,
не надо?
Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go, fight with honor.
Не понял. О, огнестрельное оружие. Так, можете прерывать действие врага и вывести его из равновесия. Каждый выстрел расходует 1 единицу боеприпасов. Ну да, он как движение камеры приятнее, конечно. Просто мне теперь, блядь, сложнее управлять, потому что... Dark Souls не такие, ну, типа, как бы, Dark Souls типа сложнее там будет. Так. И типа... Подожди. Привязать. На, блядь, с ноги тебя. На еще. Так, уровень физической брони обозначается щитами над шкалой здоровья. Броня поглощает часть физического урона. Чтобы пробить броню, нужно воспользоваться тяжелым оружием или некоторыми ловушками. Магические атаки действуют независимо от брони. Ну ок. А у меня есть стихийная ловушка. РТ плюс X. Понял. А, РТ плюс X. Бля. На, тварь. Так. Ярость — это параметр, позволяющий совершать особые атаки, наносящие увеличенный урон и заставляющий врагов терять равновесие. Индикатор указывает уровень накопленной ярости. Он заполняется, когда вы атакуете врага, произносите заклинания и блокируете удары. Когда индикатор заполнится до 1 уровня, руки персонажа станут выглядеть иначе. Для совершения яростной атаки нажмите LT. Вау. Ты чё, пес? Ай, блядь. Не совсем Dark Souls, как бы, но...
It does. And I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you feel
Да, я
rusty.
понял, все
Are your
нормально.
bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Выразить радость, выразить недовольство. Радость.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Да что ты делаешь, наркоман? Стреляют, стреляют. Так, ну пойдем. Черный доктор. Да, ёбушки.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock?
Ох, мать,
I
чё с
asked a
тобой?
1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child. Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition. Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about. Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill. Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure. Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to... I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you. What is it?
Кулончик.
A family heirloom. Something that...
Так, реликвия. Ага.
Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Мне шляпу дали. Так. А, во, как бегать. Вау. Ну, хоть город осмотрим, что у нас тут есть вообще. Не, ну красивенько так. Кому памятник? Бате, что ли?
Kurt. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Так, состав группы, значит, да, так, понятно. Курт умело сражается в ближнем бою, может носить тяжелую броню. Так, выносливость, навыки оружия, все виды холодного, зелья равновесия. Особый прием для любого оружия. Так, фракция монетная стража, отношение подозрительность. Бонус дружба, ремесло. Ага. Подтвердить. Теперь у меня есть Кент.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Так. Сообщить послу мостового альянса о своем отъезде. Где-то там. А как туда попасть? Видимо, надо спуститься. То ты хватит стрелять, слышишь, псина. Блин, я лучше не буду, короче, камеру переключать. Камера переключения стоит на Ctrl, ну, как Ctrl-1, Ctrl-2, короче. Так, периодически, смотрю, подвисания бывает. Знаешь, что давай сделаем? Частицы. Тени просто подубаем. Опа. И все, я думаю, хорошо будет. Опа. Взять все. Ну, лишним не будет, я думаю. Ну, трупик. Хорошо живем. Смотрю прям. Опа! Не понял. Ты чё, псина? Прикинь, просто шел, никого не трогал, алло. Все заберем. Да все, ты угомонись. Так. Ублюдки, а? Взяли, напали посреди дня, блин. Что за город такой, а? Так, ага, погнали. Здравствуйте. Блин.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that
Подозрительный
my cousin
Д'Артаньян какой-то.
Constantine and I are departing for Tir Freddy on the hour.
Субтитры закрываю.
I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has
которые
found
напали на нас,
refuge
что
in
ли?
Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Да, спросим что-нибудь, я не знаю. А по порядочку о Телеме.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
Так, об отношениях с
What is your
Содружеством,
point
давай.
of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Так, положение Телемы на Тирфраде.
How is Thélème faring on Tirfridi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk
Ёб твою мать.
disgusting creatures.
Здорово, Илюха, блядь.
That the Ordo Luminous will be able
Помир,
to
хочешь,
put
чтобы я
an
помер,
end
да,
to
опять?
these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire
как видишь, не поменял.
population will join our ranks.
Спасибо. Ой, в отношениях с мостовым
How goes
альянсом.
the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my
Кстати, Люк,
knowledge,
что-то там
no
не,
one has
не
yet
стримишь.
seen any serious fighting.
Или
The
времени
Bridge
нету.
have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater
Минус
latitude to
сердечко вообще
settle
писец.
peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Тут все же расслабился такой, слушаю, и тут на тебе. Так. Уходим.
Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you to Sade.
Ах. Так, все, с этими, короче, разобрались. Так, что у нас там торжественно сообщить по... послу мостового альянса о своем отъезде. Так, ну думаешь уже найти контрабандиста, да, вот этот груз монетной стражи.
The merchant is there.
На месте-то где? Где что? Вот. Я что-то поворачиваешь камеру, короче, начинает... прям... У него подгружается мир. Ох, нихера тебе раз...
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This
И
is
чё, что вылился? Мы-то уже купили, как бы, алло.
You need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Ой, опять реклама. Здрасте, блядь.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Что-то на него это не подействовало.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendants seemed to be hiding something when he...
Бля, мы тут при чем, алло?
And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is
Master.
Madness.
Пойдем к массе. Наваляем ему. Не прокнет, да? Давай харизмой попробуем задавить.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sade, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung, and that you finish your days in prison.
I beg your pardon, milady, but you are not my master. Moreover, the attendant of the guard was quite specific, saying this affair should be handled with extreme discretion. So I seriously doubt that you'll be wanting to drag us in front of a judge.
Не прокнула.
That would stir up the muck.
Whatever is he talking about, Kurt?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Что, может, просто его запугаем? Так, интуиция. Ну, у меня интуиции нету, поэтому не прокнут.
This is
Просто запугаем. Слышь, пес.
Your master is a
Гони
thief,
товар.
and I have no patience for bandits and robbers. Either you give us back what's ours, or we'll take it.
Your idea of diplomacy isn't all that different from my own.
To the devil with ya.
Since you leave us no choice.
The merchant's clerk
Wow.
is hearing your arguments. The only thing left is a show of strength.
Ну, пойдем.
If I'd have known, I wouldn't have gotten you mixed up in this.
Да хватит стрелять. Так, ладно, пойдем наваливать пиздюлин. Здорово, пацаны.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ты псина.
Stop! I beg of you.
He seems to have grown wiser all of a sudden.
Сам захотел.
Yes, don't hit me anymore.
Very well. I'm counting on you to deliver this merchandise as quickly as possible.
Yes, milady. I'll take care of it immediately.
Давай пошустрее. Собака сутулая. Так. Монетки, монетки. Ну все, пойдем. Так. Что теперь нам надо сделать? Так, охота на ретиков. Пойдем. Не? Туда куда-то? Ну пойдем. Смотри, вот все рядышком даже. Порт, склады нафтов. Так. А, он.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco,
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. Not a boat.
Ой-ой-ой, какие мы нежные.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Ну окей. Так. Давай про Юнгу спросим.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Этот, видимо, не вернулся. Так. Если мы знакомы в Сирене.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Так, ясно. А друзья у него есть там, не знаю?
Does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Так, узнаем вам, что там про еретиков. Давай про
Anyone
еретиков.
wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. Might I ask you?
В тюречке,
what's
значит.
sudden
Ну ладно,
interest in
идем.
smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Да ладно, наш капитан что-нибудь давай
A couple
расскажем.
of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Ага. С хитрожопей, говоришь, да? Давай про
You
Константина
haven't
спросим.
heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern. But I haven't
Ясно.
heard anything.
Накидался, походу.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Так. Ой, не будем спрашивать,
Be back
пойдем.
soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a character
Так.
pirate, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Так, этот пацан где? Ладно, пойдем расскажем про груз. Ящичек, 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 погоди. Неумело написанная записка. Родственники богатея, который сам напросился на неприятности. Он у нас, и мы его убьем, если не получим большой выкуп. Тащите туго набитый кошель в переулок на юге, в квартале старых складов. Ладно. Так, выполнение заданий. В игре GreedFall, как правило, каждое задание можно выполнить несколькими способами. У Дессарда всегда есть несколько вариантов действий. Пойти на хитрость, довериться интуиции, переубедить собеседника, подкупить его или создать нужный предмет в мастерской. Чтобы развить свои таланты, тратьте очки или выбирайте снаряжение, дающее бонусы. Если враг оказался несговорчивым, его можно запугать или убить в бою. Тю.
Good day, Tavern Keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Костика не видел?
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started
Yes.
the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'd be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Так, возместить тактический ущерб. 25 монет. Починить все, что сломал Константин. Охереть.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
А где мы вытащим металлические шканты? Ой, сорян. Блин, может так сделать? О, мастерская. Так, ремесло позволяет улучшать оружие и броню. Наука позволяет создавать зелья и ловушки. Чтобы работать в мастерской, нужно обладать определенными знаниями. Получить их можно несколькими способами. Развивайте соответствующие таланты, пользуйтесь определенным снаряжением или помощью спутников, чтобы получить бонус. Каждое очко таланта открывает новые рецепты. Для создания предметов вам понадобятся ингредиенты, которые можно купить или найти. Камзол удачи. Неплохо. Понял, пока ничего не можем делать. О, шурупы. Так, бабла нет. Сделать мы ничего не можем. Так, нужен еще один ящичек. О, старые склады. Опа, здрасте.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Ну,
Yes.
типа того, как бы.
Your captain asked me to go and find
Куда
him.
ж мы без Юнги, да?
He's taking the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Ну, типа... Где последний раз
When
видели?
did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Давай про привычки
What does
спросим.
Jonas do in his free time when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Так, не пьют. Ладно.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Так, друзей нет. Какой-то он скучный. Так, а враги у него
Think
есть?
he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It
Над
blurs the
каналом,
senses.
говоришь. А по капитану
What do
узнаем.
you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
25 ему, нихера. Балдеть.
I
Ну
need
ладно.
to be going. Farewell.
Ясно, понятно. Так, дневник контрабандиста. У меня 2 новых зайца. Хотят уехать в Аль-Сад, пока их не поймали инквизиторы. Это усложняет работу. Думаю, я смогу незаметно провести их на корабль, но придется потрудиться. Надеюсь, им хватит терпения. Юру трансляцию начал. Так, спрячу их пока на складе за портовым управлением. Туда-то инквизиторы в жизни не сунутся. Опа. Так, у меня появились монетки. Ну, можно пойти их отдать, наверное. Так, переодеться нафтом, найти ретиков в убежище. А я могу переодеться нафтом? Ну, пойдем пока денег дадим. Так, а что-то еще где-то что они там говорили, где-то там на складах, что-то там, где склады там старые, что-то там. Ладно, пойдем искать. О, Илос. Категорически приветствую. И я тебя. Что, потерял, что понять вообще, что происходит. Короче, сюжет такой. Вот этот есть город, или даже не город, это страна. И, короче, тут зарылась какая-то болезнь, короче, которая не лечится. Ну и там, типа, ходят слухи, что есть остров. Какой-то крутой. Где, возможно, есть лекарство. И, собственно, нас снаряжают в экспедицию, чтобы мы туда поплыли, короче, и нашли лекарство. Мы пока ходим по городу, готовимся к отплытию, типа, такие задания, там, то юнгу найти, то еще какую-то херню. То груз там какой-то надо. Опа. Вот братана ищем, точнее, кузена. Который набухался, короче, там, набуянил. А его бандиты похитили. Такая херня.
The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
А пойдем наваляем ляторов, короче, просто. Так, как-то попасть надо, наверное. Видимо, отсюда.
It's not possible just now.
Первые науки, стихи на ложку. В смысле?
It's blocked.
Блин. У меня нет науки, да? Сука. Так, ну мы знаем, где Костик теперь. Может, его как-то попасть может, типа? Ну, типа отсюда. Не? Так, ну Костика мы так, ладно, а чё теперь куда можно? В убежище. Так, исчезновение Юнги, пропавший нафт. Ладно, пойдем пока Юнгу искать. Так, обнаружение врагом. Когда персонаж, передвигающийся скрытым, подходит слишком близко к врагам, над их головами появляется индикатор обнаружения. Если вас заметит, индикатор начнет заполняться. Когда он заполнится, у вас с врагом начнется бой. У индикатора два состояния: подозрительный желтый цвет и обнаружение красный. Могу быстро убийство сделать. Бля, спалился. А, пойдем наваляем. О, слушай, псина. На. Не-не-не-не. Ясно. Вылетела игра. Что экспедицию абсолютно никто не верит. Ну, типа, не то, что не верит, наоборот, типа, она это типа, последняя надежда. Граблить. А, подожди, я вспомнил. Что за ДС? Ну, типа, боевочка такая. RIP F, да, еще погоди. Не... Так сделать, погоди. Эх. Надеюсь, оно... Есть автосохранение, иначе придется сейчас заново все проходить. Так, Спайдерс, мы поняли, молодцы, да, короче. Поиск сохраненных игр, что нашел? О, смотри-ка. Нашел. Пойдем-ка им наваляем. И все, что ли? Тю. Больше крику было. Так, ключ от камеры Константина. Опа, все забираем. Так, этого пацана мы обыскали, кстати. Ну, всякие ниже настройки, потому что, мне кажется, она из-за этого вылетает и подлагивает. Так, давай так вот. Так, высокое поставим. Типа, и пусть нормально будет. Вряд ли мы особо особо что-то изменилось прям. Ну, хоть такой нагрузки не будет. Стелс. Так это мы, если бы пошли... Если бы мы дверь подорвали, мы бы снизу прошли. И тут ключ. Понял. И... Я смотрю, тут не особо любят. Камзольчик нашли какой-то. Ой, ладно, короче. Чем мы как лошадь. Все равно мы всем люлей наваляем. Что там?
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding
Алкаш ты.
Constantine, it's me.
My fair cousin. Oh, my lucky star. Always there to pull me.
Нихера, бутылку об него разбил. Пёс, ты чё?
Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Так, походу кузен у нас, короче, дурачок какой-то. Так, снаряжение спутника. Выберите Константина на экране снаряжения, нажав влево-вправо. Так, ага. Верните ему его одежду, старый вышитый камзол. Почему бутылка разбилась? Он типа саданул, короче, об сестру. Так вот, короче, ну, вот так она руками закрылась, она, видимо, разбилась. Ну, у него руки, видимо, короче, такие накачанные просто. Что просто об них бутылки бьются. Так, что нам теперь делать надо, слышишь? Расследующий на юнге, охота на ярдяков. Руки стали, возможно, не знаю. Не проверял пока. Так, перейдется нафтом. Боем с квартирмейстером. Конференц, ну, типа, да. И сегодня ты до упора или стримить? Да, я думаю, до 10 часов где-то. А потом уже в Радугу, да, в Овер мы с Сашей пойдем. Ну, ты чё? Так. Ну, погнали отсюда, короче. Все, мы этих говнюков наказали всех. Мы там, походу, не откроем. Поэтому пойдем отсюда. Ха! Так, а мне туда куда-то, да? Скайбокс повышенными на глазах. Ну, блин, ну эта игрушка не AAA просто. Это Triple-B проект. Поэтому ты на графику прям так и не смотри. Техническая реализация есть такая средненькая. А в принципе графика приятная, как бы. Да, анимация дубовая.
Lady Desade,
Конечно.
it is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain,
Награда прикольная пока что.
have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well.
Уж этот генерал.
What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal.
Прогрузка лог просто мозолит, но это лучше, чем в камере, как Half-Life или лот строка. А, ну да. Не, ну халва как бы игра старого порядка. Там понятно. Там движок не позволял просто делать большие типа открытые локации. Так, что нам надо? Найти способ достать груз на Тирфраде. Господи, вот вы задрали, короче, я не знаю, прям. Да, нормально. Все, хорош. Так, ну пойдем посмотрим, что мы можем сделать. Торговцы какие-то. Ага, ягоды боярышника. Надо настоечку сделать.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ну и ладно, не очень-то и хотелось-то. Понял. Ты кто?
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, Desade?
Давай про обязанности.
Official title on Tier 4D. Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Так, хорош тут. Самое опасное животное человека. Ну да. Так, а ты ничего расскажешь. Собака сутулая.
Madam? Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tier 4D. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage. Are you ready to leave?
Not quite. I still have a few errands to run for my uncle. And what about you?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to.
Да найдем мы твою юнгу, не переживай. А у с
I have
товаром,
a
давай, что
favor
там.
to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
Сделал особенную
We would
паузу
like
к
to
этому
load some
летописи.
merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler.
Ну, не то чтобы контрабанда прям.
Go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene.
Слышь, ты чё, пёс?
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is going to have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
Сам подумай, человек, представленный правительством, обязан выполнять летопись, с ним явно есть секрет. Ну, думаю, узнаем. Не просто так он едет. Поделать записи. Опа.
Be back soon, Captain.
Че, пойдем записи поделаем. Вот и сохранимся. Так, чисто на всякий случай. Так. Ну пойдем. Бля. Так, территории других государств. Эта территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Чтобы не вызвать подозрений, наденьте куртку или кирасу фракции. Вы можете прокрасться незаметно, если вас обнаружат, то ваша репутация ухудшится. Да. У меня там ничего нет. Point. Бушлат матросу да наденем, короче, такие. Не такой, опа, здрасте. Ну, типа так и было. Врум, да, у меня там машины катаются. Подожди, а точно, типа... Ничего не скажут. Здрасте, здрасте. Риза священника, сапоги. Опа, я могу в священника переодеваться. Опа, опа. Так это что, выход?
Let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Так, понял, не слушай, не ломать ничего. Ну, внутри, что ли? Не пойму, слышал. Ну, видимо, да, внутри. И, видимо, наверху. А, тут двери есть, ёпта. Никого?
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Я ничего не знаю, ничего не делал. А, мне типа, да. Давай, короче, полностью оденемся в матроса. Все, теперь я матрос. Так, записи поделали. Все, пойдем искать этих. Можно юнгу пойти поискать. Подожди. Нет, да, вот это. Так, избавиться от охраны склада, подмешать снотворное выпивку. Где снотворное возьму? Алкоголь со снотворным. Пойдем пока юнгу, что ли, освободим. Здравствуйте. Ну, походу не здесь. Или я что-то не знаю. Так, ладно. Пойдем проследуем. А, нет, далеко тоже. А, вон куда, да. А, во, ход на еретиков. Опа. Да, тут и...
You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties.
Да, вообще без проблем.
Notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Так. О, здорово.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you? The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you
изучают такого? Клонирование?
Wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Так, обо что книга?
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Ptolemy after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Tir Fredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Tir Fredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden,
Опа.
of the paradise of the illuminated.
Вот
He
так
speaks
вот.
of a voice that came from the depths of the earth.
Ну, в принципе, ничего удивительного, как бы.
To stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Так. И что думаете, как бежать-то?
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Так, а если договориться там как-нибудь,
Did
а?
you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Так, соренчик. Пришлось отключиться. Так. Значит, мы им пообещали, что мы их это замолвим словечко, да? Так, теперь нам надо... Да, я жив. Жив цел, орел. Так, надо поговорить с грузчиками, да, получается? Твою мать. Подожди, это я куда? А, это, подожди, это за Альянс, да? Не-не-не. Такая... Тихо. Это кто такие?
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Шире шаг. Жми залетная. Так. С квартирмейстером понятно. Пойдем побеседуем, что ли, я не знаю. Так, тебе что надо?
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I need to be leaving.
Что мы поняли, да. Так, это капитан, не... Мне куда-то туда надо. Ну, пойдем сбегаем, я не знаю. Подожди. Так, это второй друган его. Давай побеседуем.
Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing. He was.
Никто же его похитил-то, а? Рассказывай.
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man.
Ну, видимо, у них какая-то традиция такая, что такие морские, наверное, какие-нибудь.
Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Ясно.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Так, а кто похитил-то? Ну, рассказывай. Нахера им похищать Йонгу-то реально? Может, у них на опыты какие-нибудь?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Про капитана расскажи давай.
Captain Vasco.
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Ясно.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story this is.
Something isn't right.
Да уж не говори. Ладно, пойдем порасспрашаем. Нахера похищать юнгу бедного, который тихий, короче, спокойный, не пьет, не курит. А, это все ты, да?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Про юнгу спросим.
I am looking for a Naut. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to
Короче,
go.
бастард.
There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Ну, а может, там мужик был один такой.
A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his table. Anything else?
I need to
А, не, спасибо.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Гудбай. Так. О. Здорово, мужик.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Так. Давай расскажи про пацанчика.
Seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Ну давай рассказывай, что случилось.
A rich merchant came in with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Так, а что там за торговец, говоришь?
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game.
Найти похитить, сразиться с ними? Что за спойлеры-то, алло?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Так, мне, наверное, переодеться надо. Я какую-то лошара хожу. Ну, камзол, удачи, ништяк. А, как я выгляжу? Хорош, да? Так. Ну, пойдем искать этого богатея.
Celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This
Ясно.
discovery
Шарлатаны. Так. Площадь князей. Кого сжигаем? Так, что там у нас? Заберем.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Красивые картины. Чем-то, знаешь, что напоминает? Dishonored. Чуть-чуть так. Да, тут.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Нихера вы домой ребенка возвращаете с разбойниками.
Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry
Ага, прямо честь. Упал. Ага.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
Да походу свалить хотел, задолбали его. Родители, наверное.
Contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds like some fear-inducing.
Что за херня, блин, непонятная. Какие-то договоры, какие-то, ёпта мать. Так, 60 метров. 140, да, сюда сбегаем сначала. Добровольческие войска. Может быть. Думаю, мы сейчас все узнаем.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations.
Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that, I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tir Freddy. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island.
You seem slightly hesitant.
Давай, колись.
Tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Это не тот, который там сейчас эликсиры продавал.
They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Teleme, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the Illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
I would volunteer and consent to take them under my protection. But one good deed deserves another.
You would like me to first take care of your charlatan.
You will certainly prove to be an excellent legate.
Понял, ладно, пойдем.
Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady Decided.
Так, значит, надо, короче, шарлатана того сообщить. Подожди, сообщи сейчас шарлатана, короче. Он тут недалеко, кстати, был уже, помнишь? Мы пробегали как раз. А он тут где-то, короче, торговал. Совсем рядышком. Вот он, пес. Я же говорю, сразу учуял. О-о-о.
Stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malicor. Alas, not yet. But
Чё, что за панацея такая?
Is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malicor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything.
Ну, втирает какая, смотри, прям.
That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malicor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance.
Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like...
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
Подкупной челик, походу. Возможно, кстати, да, я об этом подумал. Давай про побочки спросим. По малихору. Ну это вот эта болезнь, видишь, у нее на щеке вот эта черная херня. Ну и видишь, вот этот, тот игрок, короче, у него вот это лицо такое было. И вот это, короче, малихора. Да, продемонстрируем.
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
С другой стороны давайте. Ну, вот про болезнь я пока не знаю. Опа. Уф. Уровень 2. Так, и что у нас тут? Так, научная журнал химика. Страницы исписаны мелкими разборчиками. Кстати, надо вот так сделать. Мелким неразборчивым почерком. На них описаны дата опытов и осмотра пациентов. Встречаются непонятные символы. Сложность некоторых рецептов не оставляет сомнения. Автор этих записей был очень хорошим алхимиком. Письмо трактирщика. Луиза, это странный алхимик из Альянса, который снял комнату наверху, просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Наверное, старый дурак боится, что ты разобьешь его склянки. Пусть сидит в грязи, если хочет, не будем ему мешать. Так, ну украли мы зелье, типа одно, и что дальше? Разоблачить шарлатана, ну пойдем. Собака сутулая.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
О, что такое?
He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
В смысле сбежал, алло?
We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Шустрый пиздюк. Слышь?
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this
Да
time?
хватит меня спаивать, слышь, пес. Типа нет.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Типа она наверх подняться. Вот сейчас тут огребет. А здрасте. А чё?
What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any
А чё ты пить его отказался, дурачок?
You could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Зачем Сахину тогда это?
Bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have
these potions?
I
don't have.
If this potion,
the mob.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set up a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Так, и как мне незаметно кладовой. Стоп. Что стоп? чуваки у него во дворе. Ну, типа какая-то охрана, видимо. Слушай, может, ты знаешь, как выбраться? Нихера вы из воздуха появляетесь. Может, и ограбили бы. О-о. Миленько тут у вас. Блин, должен быть второй выход отсюда, не? Здесь, мужик, есть второй выход, не? Да, про таверну.
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. The Malicor and the Navy. The epidemic still runs. Now that we have a city there, quite.
Понятно. Не скажут.
Goodbye.
Гудбай. Ладно, пойдем потрещим, я не знаю.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you are angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're
Ты псина, ты с кем разговариваешь?
How absurd. I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped! He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone is. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Нормально.
The good news.
Пойдем быстренько ему расскажем. Сейчас хоп, он, короче, свалил каким-то образом уже. Слышь, дед.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You were free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, my lady. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Спасло Марианса. Так, знаешь что, давай, наверное, пока на сегодня закончим. Блин, игрушка прикольная на самом деле. Мне прям нравится. Надо будет продолжить в нее катать. Как бы, ну, интересно, да, кривенькая, конечно, такая, но сюжет, в принципе, интересный, как бы, квесты тоже такие достаточно интересные, поэтому можно будет продолжить в нее играть. Еще контрол надо добить. Это, наверное, будет следующее, что мы сделаем. Так, чё, ладненько, всем смотрел, спасибо. Кто там не подписан, подписывайтесь, короче, на группу ВКонтакте, YouTube, Twitch, Discord, Twitter, короче, там все ссылочки везде есть. Вот. А на этом все. Всем. Что там? Что-то Так, что интересно, какая-то с ролевой стоящая белками. Ну, да, то есть ну, как бы прокачка стандартная, так понимаю. Сеттинг прикольный, в принципе, и сюжет. Ну, посмотрим, там дальше до острова доберемся, там, может, еще интереснее будет. Вот. Так, завтра мы, наверное, продолжим калиброваться в Overwatch, по-моему. Вроде бы. А там 4-5, ну, короче, посмотрим, что там дальше будет. Ладно, на этом все. Всем спасибо и всем пока.